Hey, I'm Dr. Karyn. This week I got to chatting with Dr. Jaime Pickett, the Chief Veterinary Officer at EQUUSIR, about an amazing piece of kit called the Best Box. Now, this is an all singing, all dancing, diagnosing, treating marvel, which I thought sounded too good to be true, but it turns out it's just too good. So if you want to know more about this pretty revolutionary piece of equipment, pop onto dogster.com or keep watching this video.
Well, thank you very much for jumping on a call with me. I'm a vet. I struggled to kind of understand exactly what the concept was. So what exactly is the Best Box program? How does it work?
Sure. So the Best Box itself is, people have said it looks like a laser box, and they're like, oh, we always wanted a laser box. Like, finally, it's here. But it's more than a laser box. It's 3 technologies in one. So you have your photobiomodulation, which we call PBM because it's so much easier to say. So that's our light, right? So it's the wavelengths of the light spectrum. And then you have your infrared B. So then you have your heat. Mm-hmm. And then you have your electromagnetic field, which is your neurostimulation. So if you have light, warmth, and neurostimulation. So it's 3 different modalities in one box. So it detects problems even before. So it's proactive. You can put your pet in the box for 3 days and see changes. But it not only detects it, but it treats the illnesses as well.
Okay. Now, you say you put your pet in the box for 3 days. I'm assuming you don't.
Yeah, not 3 full days.
Doesn't end up being like a Schrodinger's cat situation.
Right. No. It's 2 minutes for your initial, where it kind of does your, like your vet. So baseline gets the baseline values of the pet. Yeah. And then 20 minutes is the initial treatment on day 1. And then it does a final analysis, which is really neat because it has bar graphs and charts. And you know how clients love something tangible. So they go home with them. They're colorful. They can understand them. Yeah. And then the next day, so it's another 20-minute treatment, another analysis. And then on day 3, another treatment and analysis, and then a report with your veterinarian. So They can kind of really go through the 3-day process with you. But the best part about it is, I think, for me, is that clients get to stay with their pet the whole time. So they love that. They love to be involved with treatment with their pet. And it's great because you can leave them with their pet for 20 minutes and say, hey, I'll be back. So that's kind of it. So we're trying to be proactive and like data driven. It really is. And so it's definitely different, though, for sure.
Yeah. How still does the dog have to stay?
It doesn't at all, but they usually do because of the warmth and the light. Yeah. So a lot of them take naps in the box. But the neat part about it, the difference with the laser, obviously this is light kind of laser therapy, but it doesn't target one area. So it scans the entire pet. So you're looking at all aspects and not just, one with, one joint or one part of the animal.
Yeah. But can you target specific areas with it?
Yes, so you can. So once you find issues that are going on, they can come back week after week as long as they want. But there's a bar graph that prints out with the different regions of the dog. Mm-hmm. So once you want it to be at 100%, and of course we want everything at 100%, but if it isn't, if it's at a certain level, then you can turn off those different lights accordingly, and so those parts of the pet get more targeted, individualized therapy.
Right. But you can't you can't target like a hip. Will it just target joints?
Yeah, it's like 7 different areas of the body. So if it was a hip, it would target that whole back end in general, which does no harm. Yeah, and especially nowadays, it's very popular in human medicine, photobiomodulation, which I didn't even know until I got into this. So that, and of course, the med spas with the red light.
You're not treating cats at this stage? Is there any reason?
The reason why we don't, the physiology obviously is somewhat different. But cats usually, you can't put anything on the pet. So, and cats use, so they can't stay in a box and they usually, or a bag, but usually they curl up. And so you really need the pet laying down or standing up or stretched out. And
Gotcha.
yeah, so we're not doing cats right now, but we do obviously equine. So its success in Europe in the equine industry and performance, it's really started off as for performance animals to keep them at their peak levels, because 0.1 second better in a race could mean the race. But now, because of their success in Europe, they brought them to the US and really are targeting companion dogs. And we do have equine though in the US as well. We have equine boxes, but we're really focused on dogs.
I mean, I saw that it's been in Europe since 2013, because I hadn't heard about this until Michelle sent me the email the other week. So is it not being used in dogs in Europe? Or
actually, they just started doing dogs in Europe because we're having success now in the US.
In the US, can any veterinary practice buy one of these? Where would people go to get access to these? Are they very widespread across the States? Or?
Yeah, and we're in Puerto Rico as well. So you can either purchase it as a capital expenditure, or we do a leasing program as well. So it makes it affordable, or they can just buy it outright. But yeah, you just go to the website and all the information's on there. And so we do even pilot programs for like 2 to 3 months, or we deliver the box because it's heavy. And then we do the training. And if at the end of 3 months, they decide that this isn't for their practice, then we'll take it back and no charge.
You need to know you're going to have a client base for it, but how do you know you're going to have a client base for it until you try it out?
That's exactly it. So we're trying to make it easy. And so that's been pretty widely accepted because, hey, just try it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, absolutely. So yeah, there's obviously no risks involved with being exposed to anything.
No, not at all, because it's used in humans. And then of course the pet parents, since they're with the pet, they're right there. I mean, it's the front of it is open. Right. So they can even pet their dog in the box.
Yeah. Get a bit of free therapy themselves, eh?
Exactly. I'm like, no, it's for dogs only. You go to your med spa.
So what conditions can it diagnose and what conditions can it treat?
Yeah, so pretty much it can treat any condition. It does really well with osteoarthritis. Pre and post-op, people or vets will use it. Derm cases are a big one for us, but it treats pretty much anything because it's anti-inflammatory. It's really bringing your pet back to homeostasis and blood circulation through the neurostimulation, which obviously brings more oxygen to the rest of the body. But the only thing that we don't recommend is cancer, obviously, because we don't want to grow cancer cells, and then pregnancy, obviously. But it's actually even used, and it's been shown in equine to help in breeding, to increase fertility. So yeah. So it targets all the organs.
Are there any other kind of limitations that you've encountered apart from cancer? Have you found anything that you've been, surprised hasn't responded, or?
No, we really haven't, because the photobiomodulation piece really increases, gets the mitochondria, which increases ATP, which is the powerhouse, of the cells, that as a vet. So we have not seen it not be able to treat certain things, but the anti-inflammatory piece is really key, and cell regeneration is key. No, we haven't come in anything yet, and we haven't gotten any pilots back yet. So we're pretty excited. It's been going really well, but we're excited about it. So when, you're excited about something and you believe in it,
Absolutely. I mean, is it something that, if obviously their animal's responding to treatment, do they have to continue with it? I mean, I suppose it probably depends on what is being treated, but say a dog with allergies, will they need to continue treatment sort of, for the foreseeable future, or?
Yeah, yes, of course, it depends on the animal, like you said, but a lot of people do it as maintenance. So they'll come back. You can use it daily if you wanted to. We don't recommend it, but a lot of dogs will use it, come back. They can, like high performance animals will use it twice a week.
Yeah.
Just to keep, and especially it helps with muscle recovery too. So it's not just performance, but it is muscle recovery. But yeah, if it's a chronic ongoing condition, to treat it, we say once a week is always good, but you don't have to. But once a week is is fair.
Yeah.
Say.
Are you finding dogs that have, say, been on like, things like steroids or Apoquel for most of their lives, are they coming off
of
medication?
it? Yeah. So what we've noticed so far is that they're coming down from the drugs.
Wow.
Yeah, the amount of drugs is being lowered. Some are being removed. So the more you use it, the more you don't have to use those drugs. Yeah, we've seen great results.
It's almost like that next step from sort of, from supplements. Obviously, you get drugs that are doing something artificial to heal the body. You've got supplements that are trying to, replicate some of the natural things, whereas this is actually getting the body to to heal itself, to stimulate what it needs to have.
Yes, that's exactly right. It's that's what we are looking for. It's healing itself.
So there's genuinely no risk of side effects because it's not introducing anything foreign into the body.
No, it's non-invasive and there's no side effects. And then one of the other things is it regulates itself. So any blockages or disruptions in the blood flow, it unblocks it. So works on a lot of
like that similar kind of like some of the ancient Chinese medicine, like unblocking qi and all this sort of stuff.
We do have a hold on the rehab vet space. They really take to it, and so do the holistic vets as well. But we do have it in GP practices, and now we're looking at agility dogs and working dogs. Looking at some military. You look like you have a working dog, technically. In your bag, so we're looking at
he's working hard.
Yeah, right. He's working very hard, very hard.
Well, is it something? Can anyone kind of technically own them? It doesn't have to be in a veterinary practice. Is that?
It doesn't. It can be in a boarding facility. We have one in a boarding facility right now in Massachusetts. And what he does is that because we could do different reports. We do one for the veterinarian. The graphs are all for everyone, and then we actually have a report that prints out for the pet parent. Okay. So he recommends that they do the sessions and then take it to your vet.
Now, I guess, we always tend to be suspicious of the old, if seems too good to be true.
Right.
What do you say? What do you say to people who are like suspicious that this sounds too good to be true?
Try it. I mean, we do have studies, so that helps. Yeah. There's obviously studies on all of this in human medicine. So, I mean, it's proven science. So and right now we're doing more studies with our company is doing studies with LSU in the equine, Brazil and Italy. We keep pumping out studies, and we just got 2 more pumped out, and now they're getting them published. And the Brazil one is trying to get it published in a national magazine. So, I mean, I think that's just it. It's for the vets. It's try it. You can try it for free. We're delivering it for free. Try it.
It doesn't get much more risk-free than that, does it?
It's a free pilot, and it's non-invasive.
No,
do no harm. I mean, who couldn't do better with light and heat therapy, no stimulation.
I mean, things like sort of liver disease, kidney disease, it has had an effect on
correct
conditions. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it'd be amazing to see it. I mean, it would be amazing if we could get cats, obviously.
For sure, for kidney disease. And if this continues to do well, the founder Gerald Reinhardt is trying to will do a cat one. But right now, after he went from equine, then he did the dog one, and then he will go on to cats. So
thyroid disease. Are we seeing that?
Yeah, because it hits 7 different regions. So each region of the dog, it goes with a organ, and so the thyroid gland is one of them that it targets.
Wow.
And that region, Mm-hmm.
So cats again would do.
I know. Hyperthyroidism.
This chick in the UK, it's really about the cats.
Right.
No, it's I mean, initially I was like, oh, this sounds just way too good to be true. But I'm really excited to see more about it. I'm excited to see it. Hopefully it starts, coming over to the UK, and it made me want to book into one of the red light spas as well. That sounds really
cool. Since I started with them about 2 years ago now, I actually got a red light mat, and I don't know if it's a placebo effect, but I feel like it's helping.
Well, here's the thing, placebo or no, if it's helping, it's helping.
It's helping, right? Yeah. If I feel better, it's all that matters.
Exactly. And that's the nice thing about working with animals, though, is that you don't tend to get placebo effects.
Right,
Right.
right.
It
They
works
don't
or it
know.
doesn't, but no,
Yeah.
this is really exciting, and I think our viewers and our readers will be pretty excited to learn a bit more about it as well.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. And especially I think the biggest take home is because it detects and treats.
from a clinician side of it as well, you can feel that equal frustration. Is like you're sort of going, I feel like I'm burning through this person's time and money
Right.
to, because 90% of diagnostics is ruling things out, because you don't know it's not that until you've tested for it. But to have something that is kind of all encompassing, that can actually test for everything at once, it is like the holy grail. It really is.
I know, it's been great, and people appreciate it for sure. And yes, you don't have to keep going back to the vet, which is nice. And you can work it into your workflow because the pet parent is right there. So it's not a disruption.
Okay. One last question. Size-wise, will it fit a Great Dane, for example?
Yes, it'll fit all pets, all dogs.
That's fabulous.
Yeah.
No, this is sounding really exciting. So thank you very much for sharing this. I look forward to
Thank you for
sharing
having us today. Yeah.